one of the trends I'm seeing in development over the last year to 2 years is people are more embracing vendor lock-in. Vendor lock-in is where you end up using features that you can only get from one vendor. So kind of you get addicted to that feature or you require it, and therefore you can't really move. So you're locked into that one vendor without having to do a bunch of development work to change from it. So example would be if there's a feature in SQS that just doesn't exist in Google's version of it, then you're vendor locked to that unless you code around it, which is engineering effort. So really you can use, if you choose to allow vendor lock-in, you can use the service to its fullest potential and get the advantage of that. If you don't, then you're reduced to the commonality between the different services or doing it yourself. And so a good example of that is more and more people are happy to use services which only exist on AWS or GCP. Whereas like maybe 5 years ago, that kind of thing was more you'd self-run things, if that makes sense. Some examples would be using SQS or using RDS to run your database rather than running on a bare metal instance. And this is, I guess, counterintuitive because most people don't like vendor lock-in, but it really gives you a lot of leverage over doing it yourself. And so that seems to be the realization is people have worked out that the cost benefit of using something that maybe you're getting slightly locked into is worth it in some cases.